What's going on, guys? This is Kaisho. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover OCG, Metagame Report, and decklist reviews from the past week. We do have March 12 to March 18. So a week-long span of tournament data gathering across major regions in Asia, namely Japan, China, Taiwan, and South Korea. So without further ado, let's start. So kicking off first, we do have Weavershire Tournament, Chinese tournament publication. First would be Sky Striker with triple upstart, bunch of spells here. It looks like a old version of Sky Striker now, playing Pot of Avarice and triple upstart. You don't see that quite often recently. We often see Sky Striker with so many hand traps and board breakers on the main deck. And next we do have Lyrilus Tri Brigade. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen Lyra's Tri Brigade, but I do think that it is still competent, especially when going first. You still have your Bird Call and your Fractal, no, to start your plays, and you have a lot of extensions from the Lyrulus play, and also the Keras and Nerval would also be complementary when going first, and your end board would look like the one of the most astonishing end boards that we can play here. We do have Avian on your board and the Nightingale and things like Double Dragon Lord and Little Knight. So yeah, still capable going first. Next would be Magistus, White Forest. Bunch of spellcasters. We can call this deck spellcaster pile if we must, no? And next you do have Finsmith, Primite. Oh my goodness, it is playing Harpies engine with the OG Harpy Lady and triple Feather Storm. Wow, this is insane. Yeah, this is very witty, but it could work. I could see the lines that makes this deck functionable. Wow. Next, we have Malice from Korean tournament. Went 8-0. Yeah, 8-0. Huge result. Playing triple Lancea and double Trust with one Sales Ban. Of course, Sales Ban is really good against the Risil. You could shut down the detonator quite easily using Sales Ban. Next, ito ay Risil. Speaking of the devil, you have Risil playing off one Small World. Quite different from the usual 2 of Small World and only 2 Veiler, but it is playing 1 of Nib on the main deck just to have countermeasures, no, as a cross-out target. And next would be another Ryzil. So this is the recent trend of side decking patterns for Ryzil. They are playing one Dragon's Mind, which is really strong going first, and a good alternative for the Solemn Judgment, where you don't consume LP, and also has Graveyard Recursion. Next we do have Salamangreat, another deck that is seeing some traction, most often than not, in Korea and Japan. I do feel like that Salamangreat is seeing some good results from the past 2 weeks. And I do think that it's thanks towards the ability of the deck to play so many hand traps like triple Nib and triple Veiler, triple Droll, and triple Impulse, no? And of course, the sign up mining boosts the consistency of Salamangreat. Next, we have Christian with Finsmith package and triple droplet as well. I think 3 droplet could work here, but it is sometimes cluggy on my own perception. And next, you have Malice once again, playing the Firewall package and 3 copies of Droll and 3 Exceed and 1 that's Caper as well. Wow. Didn't up to run the March hair. Yeah. Next, we have another Weavershire tournament. First would be technically Cyberspile, no? Playing Ignister, Code Talker, Malice, and those Lady Debugs. Cyberspile, technically. Malice, Cyberspile. Next, we have Mermail Lantian. Quite different that it is not playing the Waterbear Statue, which is kinda underwhelming, but I can see the logic. It is playing more hand traps and making rooms for non-engines. And next, we have Horus. Yeah, Horus Ice Barrier. Another way to play Ice Barrier would be playing off through the Horus, making Zombie Vampire easily, or making Photon Lord to protect your board from Nibiru. Next would be Tier Lemon. So, last week we have seen a bunch of Tier Lemon stopping, especially in China and Taiwan. And I'm very excited whether it could materialize towards the upcoming weeks before the format changes after the Malice, no, is really enticing to see tier laments nowadays because it is a deck that is ingrained in the history. We will never take away anything from tier laments. It is hands down the best deck of all time. So now things are different. They're very much weak compared to the time they used to be so dominant. And next would be Argostar, yeah. Argostar with double Azurune and playing the 3 Apopis. Of course, you have Dominus cards as well to complement. Next, you have Malice, once again. Triple Atignister Searcher and triple Metal Tronus as well. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite, another solid deck. First Blue Eyes on our report. Next would be Risil, double Ogre, and triple Foalas. It's playing Ogre this time to have countermeasures against the mirror match, of course. The duo drive Ogre target would be so monumental once you go second. And next would be Weavershire Tournament in China once again. We do have Evil Twin, Twin Smith, yeah, standard, and playing double Pangra. Wow. It has been a while since I've seen people playing Pangra tops, but it is still functional. And next would be Malice. Once again, double strike this time. And next, another Malice. Oh my goodness, 3 Malice out of 4. And next would be Ryzil, 1 of Desire. Interesting choice. And only side decking the Thruster, no? No regards towards the importance of this card going first. Instead opted it to be just a side deck option. Wow, interesting. Next would be Blue Eyes Primite, playing Ultimate Fusion, and 1 Relinquish Anima. Next would be Malice. Malice, yeah, 40. I thought it was 60. Playing Metal Tronus once again. And next we do have Card Square TCG Tournament. Another Ryzil. Playing Double Small World. Next will be Tetsushire Tournament. Top 4. The Blue Eyes Primite with Bestial Duo, Baldric, and Magnamut. And another... Oh, Regenesis. Yeah, it is playing Nadir package, of course. You get so much value from the Nadir. And the recent innovation for Regenesis was playing the Gamma and Driver package, which has 2-5 stat line for the driver, and you always get so many complementary effects from the Regenesis using 2-5 stat line monsters, either attack or defense. And next would be White Forest. Yeah, standard. And next would be Memento Land first. Memento, now report. Playing 2 Super Poly this time. Next would be 1923 CS. 3 Victory Tournament. Another Malice. 2 Underground only. And triple XYZ Encore. And next would be Ryzil. Playing Droplet. And next would be another Malice. Playing 3 Encore once again. And next would be another 1923 CS. First would be Malice 60. The more explosive version of Malice. And next would be another Malice. Oh my goodness, playing double Cis Band this time. And next would be White Forest, playing Angel State Azurun. And next would be Tetsushire Tournament, Goblin Biker, of course. The inherently best deck to counter the best deck right now, which is Ryzil. Of course, you get to detach their materials and they would be left with little to none resources on their overlay. So it could work potentially if your locals does have a ton of Ryzils. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite, Triple Purge, nothing too surprising. Next would be Christian from Marineford TCG Tournament. And yeah, playing 3 Judgment and 1 Red Reboot. Next would be another 1923 CS top 4, top 8 rather. Christian, this time with Kashira, Unicorn, and Birth, and Paraisos with Azamina as well. Next would be, of course, my favorite deck, Eldritch, playing 3 anti-spell fragrance on the main deck. Wow, huge investment on going first, using 3 anti-spell. But who couldn't blame him, no? I think anti-spell is really strong in this format, especially when playing Eldritch. But this time he opted to make Eldritch as a deck that is pure raw going first. He didn't opt to think of their second turn variables. Didn't opt to play evenly Maxi, for example. Raw going first Eldritch here. Next will be TCG Factory, 3 on 3. First will be Malice. We have seen a lot of Malice people playing 3 parallel exceed, which grants them to link climb faster and extend furthermore, playing around certain hand traps. Next would be Risil once again with Sharks package. And next would be, of course, Tenpai Dragon. Our report would not be complete without Tenpai Dragon. There's always a Tenpai Dragon out there. Next would be Risil. Yeah, with it is playing the Heraldic Beast engine. Yeah, went top 4. Not bad. Next would be another Christian. Another Christian this time, no Imperm on the main deck. Oh, it is playing Imperm, yeah. I thought it was not playing Imperm. And next we do have Marineford TCG Tournament, Mementotlan. The most recent trend for Mementotlan was playing their trap, but I guess it didn't reflect on this player. But he still won the tournament regardless. Next would be, Dragon Link. Yeah, Dragon Link. Wow. With Metalmorph engine and a small Dragon Maid as well on it. Next would be Malice once again, playing Change of Heart for a trust target. Next would be another Malice, this time 3 Winter Cherries. Oh my goodness. Just to have a counter for the detonator, no? Next would be Infernoid, FTK Shenanigans with Azamina. Next would be White Forest. Yeah, White Forest. Double Droplet and 1 Vader and 1 Talent. Next would be Blue Eyes Primite, playing 3D Barrier and 3 Judgment. Next would be Earth Pile, technically, no? With Exodia and Frankids and Adamantipator and Machine, no? And moving on next, we do have another Malice. Yeah, Malice. Double roll this time. Next would be Atlantean. The standard way of playing Atlantean would be playing the Water Burst CQ. And next would be Christian once again. Playing a bunch of hand traps and an engine. 3 Purulia. I mean, that is just so good against Ryzil. Triple roll. It feels like it was built to counter the Ryzil matchup. Playing 3 drawl as well. Next would be White Forest. 2 Foolish Burial Goods, the recent innovation from Tasuku. The very best Master Duel player on Earth right now. Would be playing 2 Foolish Burial Goods and 1 the Black Coat Laps on the main deck. Next would be another White Forest. Standard? Yeah, standard. With Smith. And next is the Weaver Tournament. Top 4. We do have Alter Guys. Wow, finally we have seen Alter Guys. A really good deck on the hands of a really skilled pilot. But if you're not confident on your technical ability, please don't try this. It's really hard. And I guarantee you would have a tough time against the fast-paced decks like White Forest, for example, na Malice. Next will be another Sky Striker, 2 Sky Striker in our report. They don't give up on Sky Striker, probably. This time playing Avarice once again. And next would be Eldritch with Heavenly Prison on the main deck. And next would be Runic with Runic with Reasoning and Border and Monster Gate. Oh my goodness. And next would be White Forest as a Mina. Double Book of Moon this time. Next would be Risil. Playing Droplet once again, no? And next we do have, oh, the deck list is not loading. Too bad. An error occurred. Next would be Dragon Maid. With Lad package. Playing 3 Salesman. Salesman is really good for Dragon Maid if you go first and you side out your imperms potentially, no? You get so much value from Salesman declaring imperm, Veiler, and other stuff. And even going second, you declare Detonator, or against White Forest and Malice, you declare Apollousa. So you get so much value from Salesman, arguably. Next would be Malice, standard. And next, Tenpai Dragon, triple Gordon Schneider on the main deck. Still playing the Link package of Princess and Raging Phoenix with Zeliantis. Next would be Rizil, huge investment on going first. 3 strike and 3 judgment. And one of Lightning Storm, one of Desires, one of Duster, and one of Cross Out. Wow. Yeah, interesting stuff here. Playing Bell as well. Next would be Tenpai Dragon, bunch of Tenpais in our report. Playing Ultimate Slayer this time. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite, triple sales ban. This is what I like when I play Blue Eyes Primite. I do think that triple sales ban is a must on Tenpai, rather Blue Eyes White Dragon. And it's so much better above Talent TTT. I think it is more better going second and can literally avoid tricky situations where you go against Droll or Nib, no? So it's really good. And next would be Malice once again, playing 3 Lightning Storm, double rather, 1 Duster, and the code on the extra deck. Next would be Malice 60. Nothing too fancy here, quite standard. Next would be Rizil. Yeah, another Rizil with Dragon's Mind, and 3 evenly this time. Next would be Mementotlan with triple Goblin Biker Searcher. And next would be Rizil, triple Meowls this time. Next would be Black Fairy Tournament. First would be Rizil, one of Anti-Space Fragrance. And another one was Malice. Side decking the copies of 3 Whaler and Double Shifter and 3 Nib as well. Next would be Malice with at Ignister. Next would be Rizil, 3 Fragrance this time. I think Fragrance is really underrated for Rizil, but on the other side, you can get drawbacks from it. Your spells would be in a very tight situation. Next would be HSCS tournament. Would be Blue Eyes, Buster Blader, the budget, quote unquote, budget version of Blue Eyes. Next would be 1923 CS top 3, rather top 4 3v3 tournament. First would be Malice, 3 sales band, 3 strike. Next would be Rizil once again. And next would be Christian, yeah, playing one of Droplet. And next we do have 1923 CS, 3v3. We do have Mementatan here with 3 Charmies and 3 Falls and 3 Purulia. And next would be Malice, playing 1 Ignister Searcher. And next would be another Malice, triple March Hair. And next would be another 1923 CS, this time individual tournament, top 4. Would be Malice with double Wallace. And next would be White Forest, playing Super Poly this time. And next would be White Forest 50, playing the Cobalt Eagle and Rainbow Bridge. Forgot the name of this Crystal Beast card. Next would be, oh, Malice without any fear against Droll, playing 3 Signet Mining this time. Next would be Duelist King Cup Tournament, Rizil. Standard, yeah, standard. Next would be Sprite Tri Brigade, this is the third consecutive week that we have seen Sprite Tri Brigade. So it gives me hope that Tri Brigade is a really competent rogue deck or sleeper deck at the moment, no? But yeah, we'll see how the format will shape after this Sprite Tri Brigade top. And next would be Runic, of course, second Runic in our part, playing 3 Morganite or double Morganite. And next we do have Arcus. First Arcus in our report. Not really sure, but I do feel like this is the only first Arcus that we have seen so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if we haven't seen Arcus so far yet. This is the first one, no? And it is playing the Dagda site package. Next will be another Dragon Maid. Standard, playing 3 Sangen Kaimen. And next would be Malice once again. And next would be 19 Pentel CS. We do have Malice here. And next would be Risil and White Forest with set rotation and chicken game. Another 19 Pentel CS. Be Risil playing double Metal Thrones. And next would be another Risil playing double Smart World and double Meowls. And next, Malice with Solemn Strike and Sanctum. And moving on next, we do have White Forest. So White Forest playing double Book of Moon and one of Summon Limit on the side deck. Also playing Access Code Talker, no? Next would be second Heraldic Ryzil, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have seen various variants of Ryzil this week. Two Heraldic. And next would be Regenesis. The Regenesis numbers are quite slowing down a little bit, but it is still very popular in Southeast Asian regions. And next would be White Forest, once again, double Lightning Storm. Next would be Atinister, playing double Nib and double Droll and double Veiler on the main deck. Next would be Malice, 41 card Malice this time. And next would be what if, oh my goodness, whoa, hold your beer. Wow, I thought we are playing Duelist Advanced format already, but we now have seen Monarch, top 4 Monarch. What a crazy deck. What the freak. Monarch stopping in 2025 without their new support. Wow. This is immense. Without extra deck, no. Didn't care about extra deck. And next would be Blue Eyes. Another Blue Eyes with Purge. And we do have Ryzil once again. Double Sakitama and one Purulia. And next would be another Ryzil, this time with Regenesis package. And next we do have another Marineford TCG tournament. Top, we do have White Forest and another White Forest as well with Gamma. And next we do have Blue Eyes Primite with Ancient Fairy Life Dragon and another Ryzil. And next we do have 1923 CS 3v3 playing only 2 Lancea. Yeah, it is playing 1 Lancea on the main deck. And next would be Blue Eyes with Skill Drain this time. And next would be Malice, triple sign-up mining once again. And next would be Unchained with Sangan and few Fiend shenanigans on the main deck. And next would be Weavershire Tournament top 4. We have another White Forest. And next we do have Chimera, first Chimera in our report, playing a small Ubel package. And next would be Scareclaw, another Scareclaw playing Bestial. And we do have Rising Sharks once again. Next would be Blue Eyes Primite, standard. Oh, it is playing 3 Drill Beam. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 3 Drill Beam this time. Next would be Dungeon Dice Tournament. First would be Malice. Yeah, Malice. And next would be Tenpai Dragon, playing 2 Super Poly. And next would be Risil with Sharks once again. Next we do have Regenesis, Double Super Poly, Triple Ultimate Slayer, and no Lightning Storm on the main deck this time. 44 card, quite extensive, playing Kashtira, Dogmatica, and some Bestials. Next we do have another Regenesis, bunch of Regenesis so far. And next would be Mementotlan, yeah, standard. And next would be Branded. Oh my goodness, Branded Buster Blader with some small blue eyes engine. Went for, oh my goodness. This is crazy. Wow. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Next would be Blackwing. Wow, Legacy archetype topping in 2025. Blackwing with Gravity Collapse. And next would be Drytron. Wow, we have seen a bunch of odd decks in our report now. This time Drytron. And next would be Risil, standard, double nib this time. And next would be another Malice with one Pancratops. And next we do have Chain CS, we have Regenesis as the champion. And next we do have Orcus, second Orcus or third so far. And next we do have another Orcus, fourth Orcus finally. We now have seen a bunch of Orcus. And next would be Malice, once again, with double Book of Moon. And next we do have Risil with 3D barrier. Wow. Fearless side decking pattern with 3D barrier. And next would be Marineford TCG tournament. First would be Magistus, Necros. Oh my goodness. With Centurion as well, yeah. With Centurion. Next would be Risil and we do have another Malice. And next would be, oh, what is this? Unchained Millennium. Wow. This is crazy. Still decent now. I mean, Unchained can still pull off some really nice victories. Next would be Rishron once again. Playing a bunch of going first cards. Sanctum, Double Strike, and 3 Judgment. Next would be White Forest. Huge emphasis on going second. On the side deck, 3 Droplet, 3 Wenli. And next would be the last report on our video here. Kokocho CS, top 4. The Malice, double roll. And Malice once again. And another Malice, 3 out of 4 so far. And it is playing Simul Archfiend. And the last would be, oh my goodness, 4 out of 4 Malice, top 4 tournament, Malice tournament, technically, you know, playing 3 Trust and 1 Change of Heart, and D Barrier and Sanctum. So yeah, that sums up our OCG Metagame report from March 12 to March 18. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.